area I'm trying to bring transformation to is working in evangelical spaces and helping them get clear on their policy in regards to queer people's bodies, relationship, and belonging within the church. And once they get clear on that policy, to make it easily accessible and public, so online, in writing, and on stage. And in regards to policies that we're talking about in class, by having an unwritten policy, but an absolutely crafted and curated policy by not being public or clear about their position, has power dynamics by putting responsibility on the individual person instead of the church. So that person is going to inquire about the church's policy because it probably heard something positive about the church. And so they show up. And this is exactly what the church, what the staff or the pastor wants, because you're going to come in and you're going to have this incredible experience, from being greeted in the parking lot, to having a wonderful cafe, to hip with it and wow music, to a dynamic kids program, to having a light and smoke show with some great music, an inspiring message, right? All of this curated so that you have this overwhelming positive experience that affirms why you were curious about the church in the first way, because you heard from a family or friend about this is a really great place. So then when you have that expectation and you match it to the positive experience, it's going to help cover over, right, whatever conversation you have once you get clear about that policy. And so you go in the lobby and you find a pastor or a leader, and you ask them their question about being open and affirming in this community. And again, this is curated from the beginning. They pay thousands of dollars to consultants that come in and help them walk through step by step. And they will say, what a great question. Man, there's so many people like yourself that find life in this community. That's such a big question. It's going to be a 4-cup of coffee conversation. And so that kicks them being clear days or weeks away. And now you're coming into the power dynamic of meeting with a staff pastor or the lead pastor itself. And so it already creates these roles of this is a big person, and they're important, and they're funny, and I listen to them on stage, and it's a 4-cup of coffee conversation, so it's going to take time, and they're going to hear your story, and they're going to then walk you through a very nuanced conversation about their policy of, like, aren't we all in the same boat? Everyone gets to play. We are all loved here. So this policy, right, even though it might be unwritten, is very, very intentional. And what it does then is, with that experience and the power dynamic, they're going to hope that you feel so good, right? You can say, well, it can't be that bad, right? And there's other people like myself or my friend or my kid. And so you get to be in this church, and you get to be a part of all of it, and you feel like everyone gets to play. You get to run around until you hit that wall that no one told you was there, of when you want them to marry your adult child, or you want to be inspired and you want to lead something, and all of a sudden you hit that wall because no one got clear with you. What I hope to be is that if you have a policy of being clear on the front end, what that can do is save those people from the trauma of already being in a place and having positive experience, and then being told or experiencing that my body is less important than that body. And so if you're clear on the front end, having a policy about being open and honest, then people can, regardless of the issue, people can come in and know what to expect and how they're going to be viewed and if they're going to be believed, so that they can begin to have those positive interactions, begin to make friends, their kids to find place, without the consequence of having the heart broken.